Hey, I'm Sam. I'm technical lead at Sfinx, and in this video I'll explain how Sfinx works and how the state of technology is at this point. As you may know by now, it's all about connecting locks, smart locks, locks that we don't make, but we integrate with any specific lock out there. At least that's the purpose. What is typically done is that a lock like this is for example the Nookie lock, gets installed by our customers and they give access to us as an organization to control this lock on behalf of them. Whenever that is done, we can, in a secure way, through the different APIs that we integrate with of these specific vendors, we can open and close the lock. And if we make such a successful call on behalf of them, this is, for example, what happens. So instead of, you can see that the lock itself has now been opened. And if I'm now a provider of services, I can get access to the house. As you can see, I have a mobile phone here and it's mirrored to the screen. So if I now click the Sfinx app to open, you can immediately see that I have access to 3 different locks. One that I own downstairs at my place with 2 different keys. One to which I don't have access. Oh, and this is where I should click. One that I have here, the demo app. As you can see, the battery life is still okay. I have a green bar showing that I'm around 70%. And I have this button, the demo key, which actually shows that I have 1 key that I can use to open this lock. So if I click now this key and I say yes, then the lock should be opened through the API, as you can see. So the lock is now being opened. I may be the person that needs to provide services here. So I just open the place and I can start providing the services that I need. Administrator of the organization feedback. I can set some basic properties, but what I want to really show is how we can invite customers to onboard and to give us access to access their logs to provide services. I have created an invite already for the user Sam, and I linked it with a reference that we know, so that we can link it with our backend system. Like this could be customer number, this could be the delivery address ID, just like we have done here. And Sfinx has created an invitation code that the user can then enter. Now, to onboard Sam, we are sending as feedback a link, so that the link can be clicked by that user. Typically, this would be part of the marketing campaign for this thing. So I'm clicking the link here, and I'm now opening in a different tab, and I'm playing on the user role of Sam now. So I have validated this specific invitation code, and I can now set up my lock. I can say, okay, I will add my Sfinx account, but I'm logged in already. And here we can then specify which lock of my existing logs, or if I don't have any, I could register a new log, I will use to give access to feedback. And I will use the same log that I used earlier in this demo, which is the demo log. I can get some specific information here to say, okay, linked to feedback, for example, does not matter too much. And I'm agreeing here. So now I'm clicking the registration button, and this links my log so that feedback gets access to it. And as you can see, feedback has now been created as an access provider and gets permissions to set links on my log. I can now further specify things like time schedules, so that they can only open logs whenever it's allowed in a specific time range. And I can in the future also specify that I every time have to approve whenever a log or a key is being requested.